What's up, everybody? This is Tim from Arm Wrestling Secrets, and in this video we're going to be talking about my favorite piece of arm wrestling equipment and why. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the equipment that I have laid on the floor. I'll let you guys guess at what you think my favorite piece is, and then I'll actually show you. Take a look. Okay, you guys, so what's my favorite piece of arm wrestling equipment? I got a lot of my individual pieces of equipment kind of laying out here on display for you, okay? And I wanted you to take a guess real fast, just for fun. All the pieces of equipment that you see in here. I got weight plates for my hands. I got weight plates for the plate loader. I got my loading pin, plate loader. I got my selection of kettlebells, which I absolutely love. I got a pinch gripper. Okay, we're gonna do a video on that a little bit later. Okay, we're gonna working on your grip with a pinch gripper. I got my trusty towel for my pronation and supination exercises. I got my long towel for just about all the other exercises as well. I got my expensive hooking handle, rotating handle. Okay, I got different straps and different grips. I have a big wrist hammer here. I got another wrist leverage bar here, okay, for working some of the positions of the wrist, okay? This one works the same way. We'll do some videos on this kind of stuff too. Okay, but which one is my favorite? Okay, which one's my favorite piece? Okay, so if you haven't taken a guess, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is the box. The stability box is by far and away my favorite piece of arm wrestling equipment, okay? This plyometric box right here. I'm going to explain why. Okay, you guys, now some of you might be wondering why I would pick a plyometric box for jumping as my favorite piece of arm wrestling equipment. Okay, now this goes back to the video I made maybe a week or two ago, which was called The Importance of Elbow Stability While Training for Arm Wrestling. I think that's my most important video so far, okay? So if you're still training, if you have, or if you haven't seen that video, make sure to go watch it. Okay, I want you to remember this, and this is really fundamental to my training plan, okay? And my technique to training for tournaments, okay, and for arm wrestling success. You have to have a stable elbow when you're training. I spent years doing regular old stuff, okay? Regular bicep curls, where your elbow's moving, okay? Yes, you're strengthening the bicep, okay? Same thing, working on hammer curl type stuff, okay? Where your elbow's moving and it's not stabilized, okay? I spent years working on pronation exercises, okay? Same thing, pronation exercises, standing, okay, but with an unstable elbow. My arm wasn't stabilized. Okay, so remember, and if you guys have been seeing my video, you're seeing this stability box a lot. Prepare to see a lot more of it, okay? So because it's fundamental to what I consider the best training for arm wrestling, okay? So look at the stability box. Obviously, you can see some of the different moves I can do with this, and this is why it's my favorite piece of equipment. I use it for everything, and it stabilizes my elbow in a way that puts me in the exact direction from my opponent would be in an arm wrestling tournament, okay? And I can pull and do all of the different movements that are necessary for arm wrestling strength with free weights. I'm not using a pulley system. And no, I don't think a pulley system across from your arm wrestling table is the best thing to do. There are a lot of people that do that. That's fine for them. In my opinion, this system is better and will build more strength, okay? More strength. A machine's real smooth. It's on a nice smooth groove. Flat, dead weights, okay, aren't as smooth. And ask any professional bodybuilder or strength powerlifter if free weights or machines build more strength. They're gonna tell you free weights every single time, and that's exactly what I believe. Free weights are gonna build more strength than machines, and that includes in arm wrestling exercises. There is no way you can do a bunch of free weight exercises on an arm wrestling table standing up. You're not gonna do standing up curls with a barbell or something like that. All you can use is a cable machine. So I think if you're doing your strength training on an arm wrestling table using a pulley system, I think that you're missing out on a whole bunch of strength, okay? So look at the stability box here, and I'll show you some of the different moves we can do. Some of these you've already seen, okay? But this is my point, and this is why I think you guys need to really take a look at stabilizing your elbow one way or another. This is the way I found to be absolutely the best, okay? So look at this. Okay, so let's move this a little bit. Okay, so just about any conceivable exercise that you can think of for arm wrestling, you can do with the plyometric box. Okay, you can keep your elbow in a position that's exactly similar to arm wrestling. Okay, you're pointing directly towards where your opponent would be, because when you're doing this exercise, you're pointing directly down. Okay, so remember, we can do pronation exercises from here. We can do supination exercises from here. Okay, we can do wrist flexion exercises from here, or radial flexion exercises. Okay, radial flexion exercises. We can do bicep exercises. Okay, we can do bicep curls from multiple different angles. You can pick any angle you want to work the free weight in. Okay, and it gives you lots of different movements that you can do while stabilizing your elbow. Okay, so not to go on and on, you guys are going to see me using the stability box in a lot of different videos, but I'm saying right now that when your elbow is stabilized when you're training, all of the movements you're doing, all the curls, all the pronation, all the supination, all the different things you're doing, your body will be conditioned for pulling with a stable elbow. Remember that when you're in arm wrestling and you're on the table, all the free weight movements you've done where your elbow is moving, they won't really do you as much good as you think, okay? When you go to do a bicep curl, for instance, and your elbow can't move, believe me, it's quite a bit harder than doing it when you can move, even if it's a small amount, okay? So all I wanted to say to finish up the video was this is what I found to be the best piece of equipment for what I consider my arm wrestling equipment, okay? And what it's going to do is allow you a position where you can stabilize your elbow, you can be in the exact right direction you need to be from your opponent, so your pulling direction is correct, it's safe, you can use free weights around the house, you don't need to buy a pulley machine, and you don't need to stick it on your arm wrestling table. And this gives you lots of different advantages, okay? So my official opinion, my favorite piece of arm wrestling equipment is a 12-inch plyometric box. I'll see you guys in the next one.